Okay, we're on live. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Dora Grant DAO Grant Applicant Demo, episode 8 today. Super honored to host these sessions. I'm Christina from DoraHacks, and kind of just give you a brief introductions of the hackathon. Dora Grant DAO is actually a long-term funding program that's community-driven to fund the hacker movement. So the grantees will be offered with the funding opportunities to obtain funding to further development their projects through this program and achieve their milestone in the long term. So the one significant feature about this grant is that resubmission is open. So whenever if you applied and you didn't get screened past, if you didn't get screened on the first round, you can reapply for the second round if your project got iterated. So it's super friendly to all Web3 beginner startup projects, and just join us for the upcoming runs. Well, now I'm gonna give a little bit quick walkthrough over the Dora Grant DAO voting guide. So how does it work? Our community members, they will vote with the Visit Dora, which is your voice token here. In order to get Visit Dora, you will have to stake your Dora token and through our website, and then it will redeem you the same amount of Visit Dora in exchange. Then you can hold the Visit Dora to vote for our grant candidates. So it works the same every round, and kind of just like a way, a sustainable way to regenerate the tokens, the resources that we have in the communities. And let me just pass through this. Yeah. And in terms of the actual voting process, in order to vote, you vote via Visit Dora, of course, but then you also need a little bit of BNB token in your wallet for a gas fee. And that just enables you to vote with a little bit of gas fee as expense, of course. And then after voting, your staked Dora token can be redeemed, can be retrieved from the Dora staking website. So in that case, you literally didn't cost any, but then just a little bit gas fee as the cost of voting. Now, just let you know if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with us on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Otherwise, I'll just leave it as here for now, and I'll leave the stage to our attendees for today. So our first attendees for today will be LonesomeShark. Hi, are you there?
Hi, Christina. I'm here.
Hi.
All right. What about now?
Still no. What about we have BionSwap go first, so that it gives you more time to test out the equipment. I think maybe
Sure.
when you when you cancel the browser and reopen it, it probably will work.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Dylan, shall we start first?
Yeah. Okay. So hi guys. I'm really excited and appreciate to join this grantee demo this time. I'm also pleased to have the chance to present my project. Okay. Thanks everyone for being here watching us today. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. We can hear you. So usually I will
Okay,
hide
so
myself during the presentation.
Okay. So I will share my screen right now. Oh my. Window. Okay, so everyone see this? Yeah. Okay, so welcome to BionSwap. So BionSwap is an automated launching protocol with decentralized exchange system. So basically, everyone can create their own funding program, such as pre-sale, fair launch, or create a token, LP, or crowd poolings. So the next thing I want to show you guys is the problems of the today market. And the blockchain and the DeFi nowadays are too complicated for average users, and the projects are hard to be verified or adopted. Some platforms have a poor security and a poor community decentralizations. For example, the Launchpad in 2022, the original Launchpad, this guy, Polka Starter, Dog Starter, DAO Maker, or Binance, or blah blah, they did a lot of great things before. With the flow is apply for launch, verifications, fee charging, waiting for audit and listing. So with this flow, it takes a lot of times, and the projects are hard to be verified or adopted. And they also have a poor community decentralizations. So to solve these problems, there are a few launchpad appearing like a Pincel or DXL right here. They apply the automated launchpad with the flow is so easy. Just create a launch, fee charging, and then listing. But with this flow, they are having poor security and too complicated for the average users due to the UI is not optimized. Yeah, so we are here with our features to solving that problems. First, we have the automated launching protocol, of course. Second, we have the DAO rating system. Third, we have the smart swapping, and the last one we have the game center. Yeah, so to mean the first features, we have automated launching protocol. We allow builder to launch their project with just a few steps and allow us code with zero knowledge of coding, such as create a token, create a liquidity pool, create LP mining, pre-sale, or fair launch. So right here, I have a live demo on our website. We are launching the alpha test right now, and we currently have 114 projects and 1,700 transactions and users SMs. Yeah, so I will create a launch right now. This is on the testnet BNB. Yeah, connect a wallet. Sign in. Okay, so I'm just enter a field as BionSwap. Select the logo right here. Select a banner. And okay, and the website BionSwap, Telegram. And if I don't have a token, so I will create one right now. So yeah, right here, BionSwap token. Symbol is the Bion decimal and the total supply. So we also have the antibot system for the tokens right now. Yeah. Okay, so just confirm that. This take a little time, so please be patient. Yeah, I'm successfully create my tokens right now. I can check that on the testnet on BSC, right? Right here, my token have been created and verified, and yeah. So I will choose the currency I want to take. Right now, I'm gonna choose the BNB, and the fee options I will choose the 2% BNB raise and 2% token sold. Okay, next. This is the price I want to sell. I will enter 0.03 and the whitelist, of course, enable. So the minimum goal is 5 BNB, 3 BNB. And now we choose the date to launch. tomorrow, for example, and the day to pre-sale and the next day. And after that, the unsold token, I will have the option to refund or burn away. So I will choose the option that burn away, and the distribution date will be 14. Yeah, so the release date in the 15th. Yeah, done. And I will have the option to add liquidity, manual listing, or the auto listing. So I'll choose the manual listing right now. Yeah. So this is some descriptions for the project. Just skip it. Okay, so let's review our project right now. So after that, just click submit. Yeah, it takes a little time to fetching the project right here. So we have the overview to see the listing, my project, draft, or locations right now. Overview right now. Yeah, right here. My project has been successfully created, and it has listing on the BionSwap Launchpad. Yep. So the second feature is the DAO rating system, which is a decentralized governance system for all Bion holders. So these holders can evaluate our Launchpad projects that is about to go public and receive direct rewards from it. And this holder is able to enjoy the profits from profits fund distributed through our smart contract. So the SBion is just a governance credit that have been created by staking the Bion token. Yeah, so this is how to participate the DAO rating system. You can staking the token Bion and confirm to lock for a long time, and then you get the SBion. Then you can use the SBion to rate for Launchpad. There are 3 status to rate for Launchpad: outstanding, good, or warning. And each one have 3 reviews allowed per status, and each review cannot be recalled. Third, this sticker will have the rewards after the Launchpad was founded, and the staker can be receive more Bion token from the profits pool according to the actual business of the BionSwap situations. Yeah, of course, all profits are deducted through smart contract to the profit pool to ensure the transparency. The third one is the smart swapping. So we want every users use Bion only on BionSwap. They can trade, they can buy only on BionSwap. So we provide a router with Bion LP token, and we provide an aggregation algorithm and the split order routing for our users. Yeah, and the last one is the game center. And the game center is the decentralized entertainment model, and we expect it to become strategic features to recruit users into BionSwap. So people can participate by purchase a ticket like $3, and each ticket, of course, is NFTs. And they can use the ticket to play any games in the game center. And if they win, they can earn up to 20,000 multiplied tickets. And this ticket can be redeemed into Bion, yeah, with a less price. So we are on the processing of developing zero knowledge proof for the support the DAO rating system. As a result, we expected the expense and time associated with the validations by third party will be reduced, and our community is able to evaluate a project in a more accurate and objective way. However, the cooperation with the third party is still on our plans to ensure the maximum safety in investment. We also developing the aggregator algorithm to finding a new way for the best swap rate. Yeah, so we have achieved uh, over 100 projects and 1,000 transactions and 1,000 raw users by our alpha test right now. So this is our roadmap. In the end of this year, we have done the self-launch alpha test, and we are on the fundraising for the angels, and we will developing the game center soon, the downloading system too, and then we'll have a tokenomic announcement at the end of this year. So for the Q1 next year, we will have a listing announcement, and we have a BionSwap mainnet launching. After that, we will launching the AMM swap for the first, because the aggregations are on the developing, and the automated launching tools too. After that, we use about 18 of our funds to have a mass marketing, and it will last long to the Q3 next year, when we finish our last features such as smart swapping and NFT marketplace or the Bion wallet on the mobile. Yeah. So for the short term, we will focus on the game center to make it a habit for users and recruit the users. So we also have some soft marketing, such as running some hackathons, social stuff.
I think Dylan, your screen
Introduce
is
my
froze.
team.
Okay, good.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
So,
Yeah, your screen was froze for like a second, but it's all good now.
oh my. So did I miss something?
No. I think we missed. Yeah, we lost you around the milestone there. The last one. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
But I think you
Yeah.
were reaching the end and it got froze. But so yeah, you can start from this slide.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I will start again. So on our short term, we will focus on the game center to make it a habit to the user to visit BionSwap every day and joining games to receive a prize. So this to recruit the users, and we will have some soft marketing like joining hackathons and social stuff. In the midterm, we focus on the automated launchpad and the DAO rating system. In the long term, we will focus on the smart swapping and the other features. Yeah. So here's our tokenomics. We have total supply is 300 million Bion, and we have a fair launch listing, which is have 18% public sale, and the rest is the core team, the partner, treasury, liquidity, and the community. Yeah, so we have a rule right here for the first 6 months. So with if you want to swap our token, you have to pay 5% of tax fee, which is 3% per. 1% is the profit and 1% to the liquidity added. Yeah. So here's our core team. My team is in the past. We used to be an outsourcing team, and we did a lot of things like DeFi, GameFi, fintech, yeah, blah blah. That's it. Thanks for spending time with us today. So I have a prototype design for the DAO rating system because we are on the developing right now. So right here, I have my rating system. So just for demo. Okay, so right now I want to, hello? Okay, right now I want to stacking 500 Bion and lock for 36 months. Okay, click agree. Stack. Yeah, right now I got 500 as Bion. After that, after I get the Bion, I can go to the DAOs. Right here will be the launchpad listing. I will choose one, and now we can read the informations and then rate for them. Yeah, choose outstanding, and now we choose the maximum of Aspion I have for the maximum power. Okay, click rate. Okay, and the launchpad has been rated. We will have a label right here to describe the quality for our community. Yeah, just like that. Okay, thank you everyone for spending time with us today. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Dylan, for your presentation. I would say your project is relatively quite mature now. And so just kind of just like curious, a personal question of mine. What's your main goal of, going back to DoraHacks and participating in the hackathon? What's your main goal and your biggest takeaway out of it?
Yeah, so our first purpose is to debut our project to the community in the first. And the second, so we have the DAO rating system, just working the same as the Dora. So we think there may be a chance for us to do something about our product. Yeah, so like that.
Awesome. And kind of just like curious about, like you mentioned, your next step would be the NFT marketplace. Do you mind reveal a little bit information for now?
Yeah, I'm afraid that I cannot show right now because the design is not complete, and we have a private source right now, and because the NFTs will be service for our lottery, our tickets, in the game center, the ticket can be traded on our NFT marketplace. So yeah, just like that. So I think
Understood.
it will be on the future. Yeah.
Understood. Totally valid. Well, overall, I think you guys are doing good. It's like from the last time I saw you guys have grown like so much. So I'm like just generally really happy for you guys. And thank you for spending your time joining us today for this session. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. And then let's
Sorry. I have problems with my connections. My gosh. Okay.
Oh, no worries.
I'm
I
good
was
right
just
now.
like wrapping up your part. So I think it's all good on your side. And I really appreciate your attendance today. Thank you so much, Dylan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Next, we're going to have Jonathan from LonesomeShark joining us. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Christina. Sorry for the
Hi.
technical difficulties earlier.
No worries. I'm glad everything worked out. And so
Me
feel
too.
free to check whenever you're ready.
All right. Hi, everyone. I am Jonathan from LonesomeShark. We are a flash loan liquidation protection platform on Ethereum. We are a public good, meaning that we are open source and we built it for the community. Our mission is to drive mass adoption to crypto by minimizing against collateral losses due to liquidations. The history behind it is that my partner and I, we joined ETH Online last year, and we built out this idea because the genesis story is that I was liquidated before due to my collateral dropping in value. So I was liquidated, and because of this, there are other solutions in the marketplace already, but because I'm a mainstream borrower and I do not have a whole lot of funds, I was not able to get onboarded and use those services. So came up with this idea to build this platform targeted towards mainstream borrowers, not so much traders or advanced users who have maybe wallet sizes of $100,000. So that's kind of the general story of why I came up with this idea and why flash loans. So I found flash loans to be a really cool and fascinating technology. First found out about it through Aave. And what flash loans are, for those that don't know, are you can essentially take out a loan on the lending platform without having to put down any collateral, provided that you repay your loan in a single transaction. So that's why I was looking to build something fun and cool with flash loans. And there was this problem with around liquidations in the market today. So that is how LonesomeShark was born. And from Hackathon, we were one of the finalists, and we won second prize from Aave and Chainlink for the use of their technologies, which I will dive in later. So this is the problem that we're solving. One of the biggest problems in DeFi today is market volatility. And as some of you may know, the more you borrow, you can potentially lose your collateral due to liquidations. And so what we help to do is to protect your collateral, help to minimize your collateral losses against liquidation events, such as the ones you see here. This was announced just today, just in the last couple of days, and Binance, they are going to be acquiring FTX, and because of reasons that was not disclosed by CZ, they decided to sell their FTT tokens, which at the time of sale was worth about $529 million. And where this is applicable to us is that because we are building this platform for the community, that's why we are a public good. And so essentially for borrowers that maybe are using these various DeFi platforms to improve their lives in some way, they may have purchased FTT for that reason, right? And so for those kind of borrowers, LonesomeShark can come in to help them by helping them to monitor their liquidation threshold, and when they are close to meeting their liquidation risk, we will come in using flash loans to repay the loan so that they will no longer be liquidated and their collateral will be protected. All this I'll go into later on the upcoming slides. So this is our value proposition. We offer collateral protection to mainstream borrowers. And it's we wanted to focus on a very simple user experience. We still have a long way to go in this area, but on the onset when we were building the platform, we focused on user experience. So we built something that's easy to use, and our onboarding process is just 3 simple steps. Once you connect your wallet to our UI, you set your liquidation threshold and the maximum gas limit you're willing to pay for the transaction. The next step is you choose the collateral that you want to use to repay the loan. Third step is enable monitoring. That is it. We don't have any other requirements to use our service. So how does it work? For the monitoring automation for V1, we use Chainlink Keepers. And Keepers is a decentralized network of nodes that will help you to monitor conditions that you set for various different conditions. In our case, is to monitor liquidation thresholds for our borrowers. And second, we use Aave for the flash loan functionality. So again, you connect your wallet, you set your desired conditions, in this case, your liquidation threshold that you want to be notified on, and your gas limit that you're willing to pay for the transaction. So because gas limits can fluctuate, and so you set your desired gas limit so that if the gas at that period of time is not within your range, the flash loan contract will not execute at all. So you don't have to worry about that. Next step is you choose your collateral that you want to use to repay the loan. And third is you start monitoring. Once your liquidation threshold condition is met and the gas limit is under the maximum gas limit that you set, the flash loan smart contract will kick in and part of your loan will be repaid. We do not liquidate your position. All we do is to repay a portion of your loan so that you will not be liquidated. And by doing so, that will raise your health factor on your position, and you will be out of the danger zone, so to speak. So whatever collateral that we collect back, minus off any fees incurred, we have to pay fees back to Aave for using the flash loan. We have to pay gas fees. All that is then automatically returned to your wallet. And all this is done in a single transaction using flash loans. So let me walk you through the user flow. Step one, once you connect your wallet, you set your desired health factor, your liquidation threshold that you want to be notified on here. In this case, 1.01. Your maximum gas limit for the flash loan contract is, in this case, 100,000. That is step one. Step two, you choose your collateral that you want to use to repay the loan. Currently, we only support Aave. We are integrated with Aave, so we only support them. So, and Link, of course, because we're using Link for Chainlink Keepers for the monitoring automation. So you choose either repay by Aave or Link. Once your token is selected, this is the second MetaMask window that will pop up. And this is to permit us to use your collateral to repay the loan. The first step is to set up the flash loan contract. The second step is to allow us to use your Link or your Aave to repay the loan when the time comes. Third step, start the monitoring process. And this is when it gets a bit dicey. Currently, for V1, you need to approve 3 MetaMask transactions. The first one is you need to give us permission to use your link. And this link will be paid to set up the Keeper registry on the Chainlink side. The second step is to allow Chainlink to actually kick in the flash loan contract when your liquidation threshold condition is met. And the third MetaMask window is to start the monitoring process. We hope to optimize this, but as of right now for V1, this is you need to approve in total 5 MetaMask transactions. Finally, we have a history tab where you can see a history of all your past transactions from when it occurred, the assets that were transferred, the transaction fees that were paid, and the collateral that you received back. This is the team. I'm Jonathan. I'm the communications lead. I've been working in tech for over 10 years. My background is math and CS, and I love connecting with people. So a large part of my job is talking to investors, talking to angels, and now through grants and donations, talking to all of you. So yeah, I was born in Singapore, and I grew up in California. And Fabricio, he's my co-founder. He's the tech lead. He's been working 4 years as a software engineer in Web2 space. He has a finance background, and he can speak Spanish. He's a French Belgium, and both of us are based here in Singapore. We first met in 2019, working with the same fintech startup. We were doing quantitative trading, and that's how we first met. And fast forward to 2021, we took part in 2 hackathons, and ETH Online is when we really connected. And yeah, we built out LonesomeShark in a week. It wasn't ideal, but because of some issues that we had with the team, which was all over the country. Instead of we had 1 month of hackathon, but we had to build it in a week because so. Anyway, long story short, wouldn't recommend it. So both of us are in Singapore. We love DeFi, and we hope to work in DeFi full time. So monetization. To be honest, we don't really have any traction at the moment, and we've not achieved product market fit. So some of the monetization methods that we are looking at are on this slide here. Next, our go-to-market strategy. The ones that we're looking at is for market segments is borrowers in hyperinflation countries who save, spend, and move money between local bank accounts using crypto. So countries like Argentina, Latin America, Sri Lanka. So we are looking at these countries because of inflation. So so we're looking at this is our primary market segment we're looking at, and the approach we're going to take is to build partnerships either with some of the protocols like Reserve Protocol, who's already doing fantastic work in Latin America, Argentina, and in these other hyperinflation countries. They have a stablecoin solution, so we're looking at maybe partnering with them to explore collaboration opportunities. Some of the things is other lending protocols. So 85% of the lending space now is dominated by 3 major players: DeFi Saver, Gelato Networks, actually 2 players, DeFi Saver and Gelato Networks, and these guys are the masters, are the lead in when you talk about liquidation protection for borrowers, and they already provide protection for 85% of the lending market. So guys like Maker, Aave, Compound, Liquidity. So they do that. So it's at least 15% of the market, not including new incumbents, right? That maybe do not have liquidation protection services yet, and so they want to provide this value add to their users. So maybe we're looking at how we can partner with those protocols to further provide value to their users. The next angle is to partner with traditional financial companies who are looking at extending their services to users, to their customers who are interested in crypto, but maybe have some concerns. So maybe with another liquidation protection offering for those users, they would be more willing to kind of try things out in a smaller scale. So that would be another angle. And education is a very big piece of the whole mass adoption of crypto, right? I mean, user experience is one, because now DeFi is still very complicated and people don't get it. So a large piece is the education piece. So we will definitely be also looking at partnering with educational orgs or DAOs to see how we can create content either via written content or podcasts or videos to just create awareness around DeFi, and just to kind of make it easier to digest, and so folks will be less scared about it and just more willing to try things out. So that's the education focus. And for hackathons, I am a big hackathon believer because I started my Web3 journey 2 years ago, and I knew nothing about Web3, right? This was 2021. So I spent the rest of the year after I graduated from a startup incubator and just to learn about the whole space. So I became a full-time hackathoner, just trying to learn about the ecosystem, the main players, the stakeholders, the different tools out there, the dApps. So that's what I did, and I learned a ton. So if you're new to this space trying to get in as a developer, I highly recommend joining hackathons. So there are fantastic hackathons out there: ETH Global, Chainlink, Dora, Gitcoin. I mean, there's so many. And now it's a builder's market. So now is, as a developer, now is your market. So So no excuses. Yeah. And yeah. So this is the competitive landscape I was talking about earlier. The two main players are DeFi Saver and Gelato Networks, and they are fantastic at what they do. But they are targeted more towards traders and advanced users. So unfortunately, the main retail investors now are those people. The mainstream borrowers, not so much. Not until we can solve the education and the user experience piece. So maybe we're a bit early. I don't know. So we are building this liquidation protection for borrowers targeted towards mainstream borrowers, people that want to use crypto to improve their lives in some way. Because I really believe that DeFi brings so many benefits to improving people's lives, from being able to provide basic finance to the unbanked, being able to fund business opportunities, right? Maybe education opportunities, be able to maybe put down a down payment on a house. So yeah, really believe DeFi has so much to bring, so much good to bring to improving people's quality of life. So these are some of the unique insights that we gathered in our journey running this for the past year. As you can see on the side, crypto users are growing. Even though we're in a market recession, it's still growing. As you can see from Reddit and WorldCrypto.com reported with 70 million new wallet signups. So definitely NFT and gaming is a big piece of why there's more crypto users now. So yeah, definitely keep a lookout for that. And mentioned about DeFi Saver and Gelato Networks. We found that repaying debt positions is a more effective way to avoid liquidations as opposed to just adding collateral to your position. Next is, as you can see, Axie Infinity. When you incentivize people in the right way, they will be able to close the knowledge gap and learn on their own. So we're also hoping that if we can come up, if we can really find true utility and product market fit, that for some users, we don't need to focus too much on educating them about the benefits of crypto. So some of these users will be users in hyperinflation countries like Argentina, Latin America, Sri Lanka. So yeah. So, and last but not least, 60% of smart contract bugs that we found can be solved using automated tooling. So a large part of what we do is to introduce automated tooling, static analyzers. So I'm a big fan of TrillaBits. They have everything all the tools that they have is open source, and it's fantastic. So definitely check that out if you're a developer and you want to reduce the bugs in your smart contract. So yeah, so this is our roadmap, and this is our tokenomics, and we base our tokenomics on 3 primary blockchains: Ethereum, Tezos, and the third one I can't remember, but this is their tokenomics model, so we're factoring that because eventually we're building this platform for the community, right? So we want to return LonesomeShark back to the community. So that's what we're public good. Everything that we built is open source. So please come check us out. And we're currently on COVID testnet. And as you know, after the merge, COVID is now retired. And that's why, as much as I wanted to, couldn't show you a live demo. But we have a live demo right here on what we did at ETH Online last year. So that is our showcase. You can find our demo there. And so we are looking at deploying on Goerli testnet. So yeah, that's why we're in the process of doing that. That's why we're going to show you the live demo, because there's a lot of refactoring that we had to do. Anyways, that is our GitHub repo. And from our GitHub repo, you can find all the material, all the slides, all the work that we did, including this deck. After this presentation, I'll be uploading it to our GitHub repo. So if you're interested in our tokenomics, our roadmap, and other things about the slides, you want to borrow, you want to use it, it's going to be on our GitHub, so feel free. Yeah, so yeah, that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Yes, thank you, Christina. Yeah, I hope I was not jabbering too long. So yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
Kind of just no worries. I think it was really detailed and insightful. Thank you for deliver all the information to us
Happy to.
and to the audience. Kind of just a question of mine that as much as I understood during presentation, I think you guys are still in the early stage of the development, not yet, but planning to onboarding the actual website. But however, like, what's the big image? Do you have plans for fundraising, etc., in the upcoming round?
So for the past 8 months, I've been in fundraising mode. So I spoke with angels, I spoke with VCs. We're on Gitcoin, we have a Gitcoin grants program. So I mean, so it's been really tough, as some of you other entrepreneurs out there know. So I bootstrapped the whole thing. So my funds and myself have dried up. So at this point in time, to be honest, I'm looking to return to the workforce in Web3. So yeah, and so I'll be looking at raising company capital in other ways. So yeah, but once we do, definitely we plan to devote 80% of our funds to engineering to really build this out. And if you look at our slides later, if you're keen, our roadmap is to initially was to deploy on layer 2 by the end of the year. But because fundraising was not successful, we need to revise. I need to revise our roadmap. So that's where we are for that. So I hope that answers your question, Christina.
Of course.
Yeah.
Appreciate your presentation and good luck with everything. I do see your enthusiasm in focusing on the first infrastructure development. You know, that's something we really seek. We don't see much these days because people are always trying to make more money and see how to commercialize one thing as soon as possible. But then, yeah, I really admire what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
And I wish
you.
all the best to you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you to you and your team for the invitation. It was great. Thank you, and thank you,
My
audience,
pleasure.
for your kind attention. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, awesome. Next. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next, we are having Alicia from Lewk. Hello, Alicia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Perfect. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, awesome.
So thank you for joining us. I'm glad you make it in the last minute. It's super important for us to have you here. So yeah, thank you for making it, and you can start whenever you're ready.
Cool. Thank you so much, Christina, for adding our deck in the last minute. And I'm gonna just jump right to the point. I'm one of the co-founder of Lewk Protocol. Lewk Protocol is essentially a proof of talent or proof of skills protocol that we want to build out in order to support Web3 builders to build out a Web3 portfolio. So essentially, we want to revolutionize job search and helping builders create their on-chain identities. So I think it's a little bit untraditional to have team slide at the beginning, but I think it's very important for us to to explain like why we're doing what we're doing. I'm a Silicon Valley based full stack developer. Have been working in the industry for 7 years, and prior that I was in another totally different field in chemistry. So altogether, I have 13 years of cross like industry experience. And my my co-founder here, they are from more technical background and also economic background. We think work has such a huge impact on our mental health and our level of happiness. So we think the future of work will be totally different from the way people traditionally work. nowadays with the remote first culture, and also with a bunch of DAOs, I think it's very important that we have a good, way to measure the talent. And also, the future will be more people work for multiple DAOs, right? And earn incomes that way. And and from, I guess from the crypto startup point of view, it takes a tons of time and energy and resources to, get good talent to work for crypto startups, because crypto is a $38 billion industry, but there are, I think, only 20,000 developers working in this field. So we definitely need more builders into crypto, getting into crypto. But a lot of my friends are like, they don't know where to start. But as a matter of fact, there are a lot of transferable skill sets from Web 2 to Web 3. So for now, like, we actually enter the market through building out a decentralized recruiting marketplace, which is live in Lewk, the app. And I worked on, talking to a bunch of crypto founders who are hiring. And they have like referral bounties and, posted on Lewk, the app. Feel free to, take a look and refer yourself or refer, whoever you think is suitable for the job. And whoever, refer the candidate that got hired, the referrer will get the referral bounty payout. So essentially, we get rid of the middleman, and also helping crypto startups to get talents in a peer review manner. And so far, we have 20 bounties, or 20 job opening with bounties listed on our platform at Lewk, the app. And we also have access to a 20,000 job openings that is, we script through LinkedIn Jobs. And also we have partnerships secured with crypto recruiters and a blockchain recruiting agency. And we have access to combine like 500,000 crypto talent across different Web3 builder industry, crypto builder communities, and also a crypto job database. And we previously have the MVP at Lewk, the app, which is the decentralized recruiting marketplace. But during the ETH hackathon, we actually worked with another friend of ours who is also a developer, and worked together and built out a more of a platform of work at Lewk protocol, the XYZ. We decided to make a protocol out of it because we want to make it reusable for any dApps to build on top of it, and they can, query the talent verified skill set based on a wallet address. So on Lewk protocol, the XYZ, we have basically 4 modules. One is the badges module, which has the verified skill set soulbound in the format of soulbound tokens. And then the other part are more like DAO based, bounties. And also, we're in the process of migrating the decentralized recruiting marketplace with the job opening with referral bounties to, Lewk protocol, the XYZ as well. And of course, a profile page where, talent can showcase their verified skill sets and get referred, and also refer other folks. So the vision, right? So we're, essentially building a decentralized talent network, or talent nation. I think biology had that saying that, start with a nation, and then we build on top of, build a currency on top of it, and then, conduct like economic activities. And the vision we, have is that you can, make a living based on your skill sets, like not necessarily, the traditional way of looking at, hey, like which school you graduated from, or what you have, your job title, or, even experiences, because I think it's more important to look at the actual skill set and also willingness to learn, right? Your past skill set doesn't mean, doesn't define what you're gonna get in the future, because a lot of like the new way of work is more like learn on the job, and then learn on work, and learn on work. Back to the problem. So it's a really costly process to make a good hire, cause average 49 days and $25,000 to make a good hire, and is is a cost for both company and very stressful for talents as well, right? And talents have to do on-sites for many companies, and it's really stressful. Why not we make it more reusable, meaning that once we have a verifiable credential on chain and a peer vouching system, we can use this verified credential to push the talent's profile to multiple companies, and make the hiring process faster. So now we have the decentralized open recruiting marketplace where companies can list their roles with a referral bounty on the blockchain, and hence incentivize our community to refer suitable candidates for the job. Essentially, everybody can be a recruiter in that sense, and then whoever get hired, the referrer will get the referral bounty. The other part is, in the process of peer review, and also getting query objective data from GitHub, right? And also from, like, say, Alchemy Learn, etc., Web3 learning communities. Those course completion can be a soulbound token as well. And other activities like contributing to certain, reputable GitHub repo can be counted as verified skill sets as well. So by aggregating all these on-chain activities and also completed bounties, etc., we can build out a on-chain verified credential for talents. Basically, how it works is, especially, I think there are many, I guess, similar products like Rabbit Hole, etc., and they're more focusing on, completing certain, say, like, oh, you stake certain token or completed certain, use certain product, DeFi product or whatnot to get a soulbound token. But what differentiates us is that we want to have a peer review system, in the sense that the interviewer, just like traditional interviewer can interview the candidate and then issue a verifiable soulbound certificate to the candidate, and then a candidate will aggregate all those vouched result as a soulbound certificate in their profile, and then use that to apply for jobs, and then employer hence get the pre-vetted candidates in that sense. And for company, they have access to our talent pool, and also they get pre-vetted candidate, and they can fill their roles faster. And for talents, they can they can interview once, essentially build out their portfolio, and get skip the quantifiable interviewing process. So our go-to-market and distribution will be, we think it's important to form meaningful partnerships. So for now, like, we are partnered up with crypto job boards, where they have a lot of talents that are looking for jobs already. So that's high intent customers, and then we want to partner up with them, and then they can funnel inbound to our platform. And also we want to partner up with crypto schools, right? And coding schools that are inclined, are Web3 inclined, like Alco or Coding Dojo and Meta School and Lambda School. We're also seeking partnerships with DAOs, etc. And also, we are we have already signed a letter of intent with a Chicago blockchain recruiting agency, because they have a vast network of talents, and they can refer talents to fill our roles, and in order to get the referral bounty. So I think it's very important that we target Web3 specific, because we want to funnel more Web2 talents into Web3. So for the technical skill set, side of things, we are focusing on, blockchain skill sets like Solidity, Rust, and Move. And then front end, typically like React or Next.js and, HTML, CSS, and also maybe more GameFi, which will be Unity. And for non-technical skill set, which will be happening in version 2, that's where the peer review will have more input than, the quantifiable skill sets. And the online recruiting market size is a huge market, $29 billion. So it's definitely a huge market, and we definitely can be a very important player in this like rising industry. The competition landscape. So of course we have the traditional Web 2 professional network like LinkedIn, and also job boards like Indeed and Angels List, and several crypto-focused job boards. I think we are very unique in the sense that we can, form partnership with them. And for Web3 players, for example, Brain Trust, they are a good marketplace for freelance jobs, and their stack is pretty much a Web 2 stack, but they have a governance token to incentivize referral for candidates and talents. But I think we are more than that, and we also will be releasing a governance token once we have scale of users. But what we more emphasize on is building out the Web3 builders portfolio, so that we can help them get better jobs and build out a interview to earn and refer to earn, work to earn kind of mechanism in order to get jobs faster and generate income based on their work. So here's our tokenomics once we decided to release a token. So this is just a very rough initial design, and we will be iterating based on the actual feedback from the community. So essentially, the verifiable credential will be a very important part of a reputation system, and we look at our system as 3 roles or parties. One part is the talent, right? Talent reputation system, where you prove that you have this, JavaScript skill set, and then you are qualified to interview other candidates that want to get verified with JavaScript. So you can interview to earn, and then build out your reputation score, and then you can also refer other candidates to apply for jobs. Overall, that's the talent side of the reputation system. For hunter or connector side of the reputation system will be like you can help out talent get jobs, right? Refer talents for jobs, and at the later stage, once it comes to the job offer, they can also help out like negotiate salary and vouching for the talents, and make the talent hireable across like crypto startups. For the company side of the reputation, it will evolve the talent feedback, and also they can post bounties, post job openings, and they can post short-term jobs as well. Yeah, so this is actually a kind of like a verifiable kind of work experience. So by the end of, so essentially it will be a protocol of kind of like professional social network, and illustration of like hypothetical person named Mike, and we can create on-chain credential for Mike, and he can mint his experience of, hey, worked at a crypto project and verified on GitHub on-chain as a soulbound token. And also he worked at certain other companies that his coworker can vouch for him, and this connection can be a soulbound token as well. And for example, graduate from even education, like graduate from Waterloo, etc., can be a soulbound token as well. So essentially, is is a protocol where we can verify this person's work experience and I guess skill sets, and also, in the future, more, partner up with the institution and verify the education part of things. For the skill set, we are hypothesizing that for now we can just do a very linear, summation of all the skill scores with a different weight. Like, for example, the actual skill sets that is verified has a higher weight, and then if it is a remote courses that you've taken many years ago have a lighter weight, like 1, and then contributing to a reputable crypto projects have a higher weight, say like 10, etc. And we want to categorize those different activities and verifiable skills, and then have a summation of the skill points as a sole point in the format of SBT as well, and compose this person's proof of skill, or aka hireability. We're gearing up to raise as well. We might open up a small tranche by the end of the year, because it's approaching to the holiday season. So we want to kick off the official fundraising next year, but now we're socializing the idea and talking to investors and building relationships and understand more about the expectation and fundability measurement from the investor side of things. The product roadmap. So 2023, we want to focus on iterating the product and build out the whole referral and peer review flow, and also the smart contract for bounty payout. And of course, start building out the community and build out the pre-vetting flow. And we also want to build out an AI talent matching algorithm to help once the more talent build out their verifiable credential on chain, we can recommend bounty works and job openings to the talent. Next year, we want to have more partnerships formed and also extend our economy for more reusable and composable protocol. And then 2025, we're planning to launch a network token. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for the presentation. I especially like the badge NFT, because I haven't seen that. Even though I already know there's lots of existing competitors of yours in the market, but I don't remember any of them have this crediting credentials or NFT form of credit that they can give into their users. So I think that's really valuable, because I think as for many of the Web3 beginners who are seeking a job in the industry, they do seeking for proof demonstrations in order to build out their portfolio in the industry, but not many of the platforms are offering this unless you get a official job. So I think then the NFT is quite good. But also I have another concern on the other hand, because I feel like right now the platform is more centralized on the engineers recruitment. So in a sense, for example, I'm a marketer, I'm a community management specialist. I'm seeking a job in the Web3. How can I build out my portfolio through your platform?
Yeah, that's a really awesome question. I think it's there's a network effects, right? Like from your we can utilize the vouching system, essentially your coworkers, and also the project you contributed to all itself. Like the project can be a ERC 1155 token, and then the project experience and also the vouching system can be encoded as a soulbound NFT in that sense. I think CyberConnect is actually building out a really interesting like social graph for like, hey, I work with Jamie and Jamie is a good marketer or community manager, and I can vouch for Jamie, aka like I can issue a soulbound token to vouch for Jamie in that sense. I think it's indeed like for sure is less quantifiable, but I think there are still some quantifiable measurement. For example, this what we're doing right now, this video itself can be an NFT that is attributed to you and me, right? It can be ERC1155 that prove that you have that skill set of community management. So essentially I think everything can be codified or tokenized, can be tokenized, and all those evidence of your ability or skill sets of community management and coordination and content generation, etc., can be coded as a soulbound certification.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's a valid point. And just another question. So I see you have partnership with some coding education forms like Meta School and etc. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, coding dojo. So kind of just like curious about like, what kind of partnerships are you guys are having, if you don't mind to reveal? Because I'm just specifically interested in maybe you have the education part services that you're planning to offering. Maybe we can have that talk about it right now.
Yeah. So I actually personally graduated from Coding Dojo and Alco, and I know the founder there. And Meta School I met was introduced by a common friend. So so the partnership is currently like unofficial. Basically, we can, because all the attendees of those coding schools are looking for jobs. So they're highly like high intent customers that we can bring onto our platform and convert them as a active user, and they can vouch for each other as well. I think next step it could be verify once you complete Coding Dojo, for example, you get a soulbound token. But more importantly, I know they have several coding exercises, and all those coding exercises can be encoded as a soulbound token as well. So the details are still being fleshed out, but I think that's more customer acquisition point of view. Yeah, I think is we're gearing more toward like early stage of candidates who are more open to different trying out different areas and learn different things.
Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to the day where you guys can actually launch on the partnerships. I think it will be super beneficial for the Web2 switch to Web3 seekers out there. Yeah, thank you so much for the present today. And that's all my questions. And I really appreciate your time for making it here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I will follow up on the potential partnership with DoraHacks as well.
For sure. Shoot me a DM.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let me wrapping up the demo session for today. So kind of just like remind our audience out there, the Dora Grant DAO round 1 community voting has already started. And so I encourage everyone to go vote, because since this is a long-term funding program, you actually get to utilize and leverage the use of your Dora token and redeem to the VC Dora as your boost token in order to support more potential talented Web3 startup to get funded through this program. So and essentially you don't cost it doesn't really cost you much money to vote, because you essentially you can retrieve get you Dora back through the Dora staking website. So essentially, it's zero cost, but then you get to participate in the governance forum. So it's a really big opportunity out there for people who want to actually contribute some good in the community. And yeah, that's the message I want to deliver to our audience out there. And thank you guys. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Alicia. And thank you, Jonathan, for making the episode today. I really appreciate your time, and I'll let you be. And good luck with your future endeavors. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Chat soon.